Hey guys, back again with another review. This time it's from Tales from the Darkside, Season 2, Episode 5, Halloween Candy, which was aired on the 27th of October 1985, and it was directed by Tom Savini, so you know it's going to be good, because I think the best episode of Season 1 was In the Closet, which was directed by him also. The writer was Michael McDowell, and it starred Roy Pooley as Mr Killup, Tim Chucky as Michael Killup, David Marnay as the medical examiner, John Edward Allen as Goblin, Gary Pratt as Children, and Paul Sperrer as the narrator. Okay, so basically Mr Killup is a horrible, grumpy old man, basically, and he doesn't want to give kids any candy. His son Michael Killup keeps telling him you need to give the kids candy, it's Halloween. That's what everybody does around here. And he even tells his dad that he did it years ago, like he cut the hose and they shaved this woman's poodle because she didn't give him Halloween candy. So basically his dad just keeps going, I'm not going to give people candy for ringing my doorbell, they can leave me alone, I'll call 911 and so forth. So basically what happens is Michael leaves, he even offers him, says to him, why don't you come with me? And he says, no, I'm staying in my own house and all this. So Michael goes and Mr. Killup is there on his own and the doorbell rings and he tells kids basically to leave. It's calling 911, there's no candy for them. And then basically he falls asleep. And then gets another doorbell ring and this time instead of just giving them candy, he mixes the candy with glue, mayonnaise and honey and dumps it in the kid's bag and calls it goblin candy. And the kid goes, ugh, and leaves. Well, this is when the action starts happening. There's another doorbell ring and this time it's of somebody with a very deep voice going, trick or treat. And it turns out to be a goblin. Well, he shuts the door and the goblin says, I'm calling 911. The goblin gets in and goes to grab hold of something and Mr. Killup pushes him away. He rolls back, this is the goblin, jumps up and waves like this. The door shuts, then Mr. Killup opens the door and the goblin's gone. Well, he starts getting hallucinations of things like cockroaches and stuff. Like he goes into his kitchen and an egg falls on the floor and cockroaches come running out of it. It's a really cool setup actually and it really works. So Mr. Killup starts having hallucinations, he starts feeling more imprisoned, he can't make phone calls because the phone line's dead. He's basically a prisoner because he hasn't got any candy to bribe the goblin with, to basically get the goblin to leave him alone. So over time we get more and more stuff happening and he looks out the window and the goblin's there and he ends up falling over. And he ends up laying there out cold. Later on his son comes home and sees him and the medical examiner says to him that his dad died of starvation, but he hadn't eaten anything in days other than Halloween candy, which I actually thought was quite funny because that was a great way to end it because it was very, that way. So overall the episode I thought was a lot of fun. It's a very dark episode but it's also a very funny episode. Roy Pooley, who plays Mr. Killup, is excellent in the role. He looks grumpy, he looks horrible, he looks like he doesn't care about anything or anyone. He just cares about sitting there watching TV and he wants people to just leave him alone. Perfect actor for the perfect role. And the Goblin was just standard makeups effects and it worked. It's not anything special obviously, but it works for what it's meant to be and it's great. And Gary Pratt, who played all the different children, did a good job, even though they were all covered and they didn't really say anything. But yeah, the episode overall was a great episode. I like the cockroaches, I like the touch with the hallucinations, the goblin was good, and the character of Mr. Killup was wonderful. So, as always guys, thanks for watching. I hope you had fun watching this. If you did, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching guys, and take care.